Right, hello again. Couple of things before I start this one. One is I'll leave a link to my Discord in the video description. Just a little cryptic geography question I've got a couple of people working on, but there might be some of you out there who are interested in having a go. Second one is my wrong country challenge attempts will be back because another YouTuber, the great Jake Lyons, had an attempt at the wrong country challenge. I'll leave a link below. He's worth checking out. But he's promised that he's going to get 24k on the wrong country challenge. So I'm going to have to do my best to, at least, well, if not do it before him, at least match his score. So yeah, basically though, this current video. So there's this notorious hardest format, 10 seconds per round, no moving, panning or zooming. And I've just been kind of playing bits of it on and off. I threw some of my best attempts together. And yeah, they're going to go in kind of ascending order, so games will get better as they go on. You do not want to miss the last one. The best non-moving game of Geoguessr I've probably ever played. So stick around for that and enjoy. Right, so let's see what we've got. I'm not going to comment on every location just because it's going to move fairly quickly. And if I'm completely honest as well, I can't remember obviously where everyone was, so my quality of guess based on what I'm seeing now might differ from my quality of guess at the time. But yeah, so here we've got a kind of UAE one, mountains. Any kind of small thing can make the difference. A little bit of landscape here, bit of architecture, some sign you recognise. You don't even have time to properly look at everything. You just have to take that one nugget of information. This time it's that classic kind of El Alto architecture and road paving. So 22.6 for this attempt, not bad, with a few biggish countries. So they're going in ascending order, so it's only uphill from there. This time we've got, I guess, Taiwanese looking architecture on the left. Correctly guessed north. This time Canada Plains, it looks like. Quite a harsh number of points to drop there, really, but you're dealing with a big country, so it's going to happen. I'm kind of guessing Brazil here. There's probably a bit of language visible on the left, but other clues as well. But get really, really close. And now we've got kind of Russia with that wide road and those. I guess that's what the poles can often look like in Russia. Again, close in a big country. So this one, we've had Canada. Oh, I think there's some graffiti on the wall there that said Saratov, so I think I just didn't find Saratov in time, which is probably not my finest moment, but will happen, especially when you're under pressure. But yeah, this round, definitely not the best score of the bunch overall, but considering I had Canada, Brazil and Russia, points held up pretty well. So on to the next one. God, I don't know what I guessed here. It looks like I went for Montenegro, and it was Macedonia. Okay, so not my best guess, but I'm kind of assuming the points here just kind of added up to quite a nice number. Fairly standard Norway guess there, nothing insane. Oh, Lods. I think that's why I included this game, because I was happy with that city guess. And this time I would guess somewhere northeastern US. Not far northeast, but New York, or I think it's Philadelphia, yeah. Yep. And final one. Not a huge amount to go off, but I click Argentina and pretty close really, so the overall score should be decent, 22.8 or so. but that Poland guess really standing out there. Next one. Where do I go here? Italy doesn't surprise me. Not the most points I could have picked up there. This looks like Turkey, particularly that mosque that's visible. Not far at all. Yeah, I think we've got some kind of Portuguese language, but then also the roofing and stuff is much more Brazil than any other Latin American country, really. This is an interesting one. I think I get Wales. I don't really know what made me go for Wales there, but that really paid off. UK guesses are actually deceptively hard because it's not the biggest country, but you can drop quite a lot of points, and it's not always that easy to tell one pot from the other. There's just enough here for me to guess Albania. Bit disappointing, it ends up right the way down the bottom, otherwise I would have probably been over 23k. But yeah, not bad at all. So I think now, probably in these ones, I'll be hoping to get over 23k. So let's see. We've got an easy Iceland with the landscape and the yellow signs. And that one I end up on the wrong side. So dropped quite a lot of points already. Where am I going here? I'm going Austria and it's Slovenia. Okay, but still picking up good points. Not a bad Belgium guess. BC, maybe? Yep, BC. I think it says Sarawak on the sign, so that's going to guarantee me a certain number of points. It says Cebu as well, so I actually get, lots of points. So yeah, 23k there. Good, right, let's see the next one. Next up. Okay, Tunisia. Architecture, number plates, climate. Japan this time with, I guess, north. It has a feel from the architecture. I could have been bolder there and gone with Hokkaido. I probably wanted to, given how far north I guessed. Still solid. It's Puerto Rico, yeah. Not bad, right. Can I get over 23k? What am I going to have to do here? This is Japan again. Got the car, got the sign, got the buildings on the left. I go for Niigata. Ooh, and it is. So yeah, 23k again. Keep going, more points to be had. Next one, right. What? Oh, it's Finland. Okay, well, ignore my commentary. Completely misjudged that one. Yeah, it's Finland. In my defense, I'm watching it on a much smaller screen while I do my commentary, so not seeing everything. Sweden, not far there. This time we've got, I guess, yeah, a couple of clues for Colombia there with the yellow plate and the cross on the back of the sign. Colombia can be quite punishing though with the amount of points you get. Then last one, I guess, is an easy enough Malta round, so that guarantees us the should be about 23.1. Yep. Okay. So next one, Lithuania to start. Good to get that. Not always the easiest to guess the Baltics, especially when you don't have those kind of concrete clues. North part of South Ireland, we take that. Something about the mountains that I kind of vaguely recognise. Not saying I'd be able to identify that every time, but sometimes. Philippines, getting close. So this game's shaping up very nicely. Go Romania here, and it is. And finally, we have the we have the card mirrors helping us get Guatemala. But yeah, probably just dropped a few many. Just dropped too many points in the last couple of rounds there, but still 23.2k. So next one. So we have a Tunisia round, and I like to go kind of inland from Sfax when it has that kind of deserty feel. Australian looking trees. I wonder how close I can get though. I go for Victoria. Oof, not bad. Not bad. You're always going to be happy to get within about 100 miles in Australia. Even within 200 miles sometimes. We've got the UK here. And I think did I see something for Wales? Maybe something on that sign made me think of that. Should be New Zealand, and with the lakes and the big mountains, you're going to be in this part of the South Island for sure. A little bit unfortunate there because it's quite a lot of points to drop. I was probably expecting to get maybe more like 4.7, 4.8 on that round, but we're still on a healthy score. And it looks like it's the UK again. Where do I go? I go North England and actually end up near Durham. Should be a bit more familiar with this area. But yeah, 23.2. Let's see what the next one is. That's not a bad game at all. Quite accurate guesses within the countries there, generally speaking. Which you have to get scores, anything above about 23k, you need to be guessing accurately within the countries, or just getting really lucky and getting only small countries. Speaking of which, this is a double Lesotho to start with. Kind of guessed them accurately enough though, but it's a very healthy way to start the game, only dropping about 250 points. We've got Cambodia here, I think with the bollard, the red soil driving on the right. You'd almost be forgiven for guessing like Brazil in those circumstances, but I guess that's just from experience and the vibe you get. I'm guessing Spain, yeah. Always going to go slightly more southern here. So yeah, still a good number of points. Final one, we could have a huge game here. This looks like Iceland with the landscape. And just tragic moment here, I think. Because it's completely the wrong side, and yeah, I actually had a chance to have an insane game if I just got slightly closer within Iceland, but still good overall. Next one, right. God knows what I'm thinking here. I can't even begin to tell you. Okay, I'll go with this. Okay, not the best start, but at least we got the country. Is it the same country again? Okay, that time thankfully I get a lot closer. Should be Japan here. Those characters on the road and the way the sign is. Nothing insane, but I guess if the last two are good, it'll be a good game overall. North Island, New Zealand is what I'm thinking here, and it's very, very close. So what's the last one? Okay, South Africa. The shape of the mountain there really draws me towards this area, so I'm hoping to get quite close. And I do, so if anything, the last two games really kind of pulled that one up to be a great game. The last two rounds pulled that one up. So yeah, I go Latvia, and it's insanely close. Don't really know what made me go in that spot, but it was bang on. We actually have Baguio here in the bottom right, which is a city in the Philippines. I do know where it is, but because you're panicking in 10 seconds per round, it's always harder to find stuff. So, perfect start with the first two. This could be shaping up very well. Next one. Alue, it says, and okay. I think we had an 03 phone code there, maybe, which is probably why I went up in this part of the country. Maybe the kind of red brick as well. But still a really good start. We've got a lot of points there. I feel that this could be the capital. I feel this could be Bucharest. But that's what really kind of lets me down. That stage, it's a fairly rough number of points to drop, especially if you're trying to get massive scores. I get Italy here. I feel like it's northern. It ends up being kind of Piedmont area. So not quite getting the points that I wanted to. Great for the first three. Not bad for the last two, but just, you know, not quite close enough to keep the points up, really. Still a great game though. 23.5. That's always going to be amazing. Next one, right? I think it says Barnard Castle there, which I know is up around here. I'm actually looking slightly too far north. It's more kind of in the North Pennines. I thought it was more. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit further north, to be honest, but still good number of points. Next one, I get a strong Hokkaido sense from the architecture here, and it pays off. Next one, God, is this going to be Canada, up kind of northeastern? Yep. Not a bad guess. Albania, yeah, I think maybe that little bit of red on one of the plates helped. I could just have guessed Tirana there, and it would have helped. Bit of quick thinking for Réunion here, because it's not normally at the forefront of your mind when you're playing GeoGuessr, but definitely something about those mountains that's recognisable. 23.7. Now we're talking about big scores. Bit of luck to get a small country at the end, because you know you can always just get Russia instead. This one then, right? So I'm going to Japan. Not the best start, not the worst start. Next one, I feel Guatemala. It doesn't quite have the doesn't feel like it's in the most mountainous part of the country, so I wanted to guess slightly closer to the west coast there. Couple of yellow plates help me get the Netherlands. Architecture 2. Oh, this one really confused. I remember this one confusing me at the time. When it said Ponte Vecchio or whatever, I kind of instantly assumed it had to be Italy, and then I honestly had about a second to change my mind and go for Luxembourg. Now the last, we're just over for 24k if this one's bang on, which I doubt it will be. However, it was very, very close to being perfect. I did all I could there in the last round to try and keep that close to 24k. And it really, really got close. So the next game that's coming up after this, I'm actually going to not say too much. This is hands down one of the best games I've ever played. But after I finish the round, I switch my microphone on just to react. So I'll keep my commentary to a minimum for now and let myself do the talking afterwards. So watch and enjoy. I've just turned my mic on. What are the chances of that? As in, I had not a lot to work with, and every single one of them came out just ridiculous. That. And the last, I mean, I had a good idea that this was the southern half of South Island, but number 5, I just, something about the colours drew me to this coast here, and I ended up getting the right city, basically. I mean, wow, I really, that it was number 5 that did it for me. I saw the chances of getting close 5 times in a row like that. Wow. Wow. I think that's my PB by 4 points. But I'm going to do a bit more of this mode. It's good.